What's up guys, this is the Mexican and I'm back with a bit of fresh content for you today. We're doing something a bit different. I've decided to get back to my roots and start doing some more cocktails. I used to make cocktails all the time at some of my old places, but I haven't had the enthusiasm to do them. I like to make them for other people. I don't really make them for myself that much. Then I remembered I have a YouTube channel, and then I can say I'm like making them for you guys. So this is going to be more of a tutorial kind of thing. Bear in mind I'm no expert. I'm just an enthusiast. So if I get a couple of things wrong, you'll understand why. I'll also substitute some ingredients, whether it's because it's really expensive to have that particular ingredient or because you just can't get it, as will be the case in this video. Yeah, so I'll substitute a couple of things. So some of the things may be off, but in general, you know, I might show you a couple of cocktails that you might like the sound of. So hopefully you like the content. So we're gonna do. I mean, I know I already did Tom Collins one way back in the day, which I think people quite liked. So this is my first one, so I guess this is my second one. But for a reboot, let's say, my first video will be on the Harvey Wallbanger. It's a vodka-based cocktail. Today we're going to be using Ruskov. I would recommend something a little bit better than Ruskov. It doesn't need to be top tier. It definitely doesn't need to be top tier because it'll get covered by orange juice. I don't recommend this orange juice because I made a practice one before I did this video. It's really watery and really weak on the orange flavor. Not good at all. Ideally freshly squeezed, but I'm a lazy piece of shit, so I've got that. The difference, it's basically one step off a screwdriver, the Harvey Wallbanger. It's vodka orange and galliano. I'm using vanilla galliano. Technically, you're supposed to use Galliano La Authentica, but really hard to find. I had a look at both BWS and Dan Murphy's websites. It just wasn't there. So, but the Galliano La Authentica actually has vanilla in it. So this is an acceptable substitute. I've seen it made with vanilla Galliano before. I've had it with vanilla Galliano before. I haven't made it myself, but I've asked a bartender to make it. And another acceptable substitute is Liquor 43. I find I've had to ask a couple of bartenders to make it with before. So yeah, what you want is a vanilla liqueur, basically. Ideally with a bit more spice than Liquor 43, but either one of those two will do. I've gone with vanilla Galliano. So what we're going to do first is fill a Collins glass or a highball glass, whichever you prefer. I think they're the same thing. I was meant to check before this video, but I'm in too deep now. So we'll put some ice cubes in here. It's starting to run out. I dropped one on the floor. You know how it is. We won't worry about that later. I'm currently filming this during that poisoned water outbreak. So I've only got a limited amount of ice cubes, so I've got to really parcel it out. Then we're going to want 60 mils or 2 shots. I'm gonna do 2.5 shots here. Well, these are 2 30 ml shots. I'm gonna do 2.5 shots here because the last one I made was quite weak. So that's because the orange juice is strong enough that it covers up the flavor. So I'm gonna do about 75 mils in here. There we go. Yeah, like I said, you want to use a slightly better brand of vodka than Ruskov. Ruskov's fine. Something like Smirnoff Absolute would be perfect. You know, the better you go, obviously you're going to get better quality, but there's a real upper limit as to whether it's worthwhile or not. The next thing we're going to add is orange juice. I haven't measured this. Some recipes I had a look at earlier are measuring it. I find it's best to just kind of fill it with just enough room for a shot of vanilla Galliano on top. So about here, because you're going to need to float it, so you're actually going to want it a bit higher. Than you would think. So it's going to be a cocktail that's quite full to the brim. And you'll see why momentarily. You give it a bit of a stir. This isn't a shaken cocktail, it's a stirred one. Oh, almost spilled it. That would have been fucking embarrassing, wouldn't it? There we go. Pop that there. And then we get a shot of vanilla Galliano. Some of the recipes were saying to use half. I figure you'll come into this cocktail for the vanilla flavor. So I'm going to use a full shot. Even though it's a half shot, but you get my point. A full 30 mils, I should say. And then we're going to float the Galliano over the top of the liquid. So you put your spoon in the liquid, and you gently pour. I'm going to move to the side so that's it. And you gently pour. Okay, I'm spilling it over the desk. It's a bit viscous, this liquid, but you carefully pour it over the spoon so it sits on top of the liquid. What you're trying to do is reduce the impact of the Galliano against the liquid so it doesn't sink too much. You float it over the top. This is really noticeable in cocktails such as the Tequila Sunrise, where you put grenadine over the top. I'm going to grab a bit more Galliano since I spilled like a little bit of that shot. I'd say about a third of that shot over the floor, table. Yeah, it's a surprisingly sticky, viscous liquid, so it leaks a bit. Yeah, so be careful with that when you make it at home. I wouldn't use it on anything that isn't easily washable. I've got a leather covering on this table, so it's okay. But yeah, just keep an eye on that. Yeah, so I'll just layer it over the top. There we go. Yeah. That's to yeah, so that the flavor, so it doesn't just sink straight to the bottom, basically. So you start off with a really vanilla-y bit, and then it steadily gets heavier as you go down, which is good. You want that in, yeah, Tequila Sunrise, like I said. Most noticeable in any cocktail that really has other colors going on. And then you're supposed to garnish it with maraschino cherry. Didn't have any handy. Just got the orange slice. I've discovered that you want to cut them lengthways. I mean, like against the grain, towards the grain, sorry, so that it's easier to put on here. There we go. And there we have it. We got a Harvey Wallbanger. Yeah, really quite lovely summer drink, this one. It's got, yeah, with the orange juice and that nice sweet vanilla coming through. I should have grabbed a napkin for when I turn off this video, I just realised, so I've got that going on. Yeah, real nice summer drink though. Yeah, the vanilla, the ice, the orange juice. Use a better orange juice than 50% off sugar. You want a bit of the sweetness, so don't. I wasn't paying attention when I picked it up. Oh, sweet orange juice. That was a bit of a rush, so grab the wrong thing. Yeah, grab the regular orange juice, whatever brand you prefer. Pulp free, ideally, because that'll just make a gluggy mess when you try and drink it, or you can freshly squeezed would be the ideal one, but nobody has time for that, let's be honest. But yeah, there you have it, the Harvey Wallbanger cocktail, Mexican style. If you liked the content, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. If you want to watch another cocktail video, you only have one choice. It's the Tom Collins tutorial, and I've forgotten the other gin, but it'll be there anyway. Once again, guys, this is the Mexican, signing off.